Welcome to GK Mojo. So in this DI class series, we are going to cover various DI sets that we feel are very important that you should solve and you should see how they could have been tackled in actual level CAT examination. Alright, actual CAT environment. So we have handpicked this DI sets from previous year CAT papers and we have only picked up those sets that we feel are of ultra importance because there are various sets and concepts that keep repeating in CAT examinations over the years. Only thing is that the examiners plays with a little bit of uh, data that has been given and the language of the question. All right, so they keep experimenting, but majorly the stem of the question remains the same, or the logic that you should use while solving such questions remains the same. So the more and more sets that you solve of DI for CAT and ZAT and whatever exams you are preparing for, the more and more you'll be like perfect in solving such questions. So that is why we are bringing to you this DI series in order to make you acquainted and comfortable in the TI section. Alright, so let's get started with the first DI that we have over here. So this set appeared in CAT 2017 slot 2. Alright, so basically ये set को inheritance set भी कहा जाता है. Alright, inheritance because it is based on this, and this is a caselet type of a DI. Alright, a caselet type of a DI, very important and a very good set indeed. Alright, you'll enjoy solving this set. Alright, so let us read this set and see what we can interpret from here. Right, so an old woman had the following assets: rupees 70 lakhs in her bank deposits. Alright, one house worth rupees 50 lakhs. Alright, three flats each worth rupees 30 lakhs. Alright, so this is 30 into 3, that is 90 lakhs worth property. Alright, and certain number of gold coins each worth rupees 1 lakh. So we do not know, so let the number of coins be x into 1, that is x lakh, the total amount of all the gold coins together. Right, she wanted to distribute her assets among her three children, Neeta, Sita and Geeta. The house, any of the flat or any of the coins were not to be split. That is, the house went entirely to one child, a flat went entirely to one child, and similarly a gold coin went entirely to one child. Obviously this makes sense. So this house cannot be split into half, right? It has to completely go to only one child. Even the flats cannot be split as half. One flat has to go to one child itself. Even the gold coins, they cannot be split into half. One coin will be allotted to one child itself. Alright, so only whole numbers will be allotted to each of the child. Among the three, Nita received the least amount in bank deposits. Alright, so Nita received least amount in bank deposits while Geeta received the highest. Alright, the value of assets was distributed equally among the children as were the gold coins. This is very, very important. Alright, so the value of assets was distributed equally among the children as were the gold coins. Alright, so I hope you have noted down the question, because I'll move on to the next slide and I'll show how we could have solved it. So if you have not noted it down, just take a screenshot and keep the question in front of you while you observe what I'm doing in the next slide now. Alright, so let's move ahead. So basically what we'll do is we'll note down all the values over here and try to solve the set over here. So what was given is, in bank deposits, the woman had 70 lakhs. Alright, she had 70 lakhs in bank deposits. See, she had one house also worth rupees 50 lakhs, correct? And she had three flats where each flat costed her 30 lakhs. So the total was 3 into 30, that is 90 lakhs, right? And there were some gold coins. We do not know how many were there. So there were, say, X gold coins and each one costed 1 lakh. Alright. So this was her total property. Alright. I hope you have understood this. This was a property. And if you want to add how much would be the total property would be 70 plus 50 plus 90. This is barring the gold coins. This would be 210 lakhs. Alright. So it was given in the last sentence, right, that the value of assets was distributed equally among the children as were the gold coins, right? So In fact, the total amount that will be with each of the child at the end will be same. Like Nita, Sita and Gita will get equal amount only at the end. Even if you do not know the number of gold coins, they were also distributed in equal amounts, right? So if we consider only this amount, barring the gold coins, this will be distributed among Nita, Sita and Gita as 70, 70, 70 lakhs, right? Because the total is 210 lakhs. So this is excluding the gold coins, what I'm talking about. All right, so let's see. If you have Nita, Sita and Gita, all right, and here in the column we will have the bank, will have the house, and here we will have the flat, right, and gold. For now we'll keep the gold as it is because we do not know how many were the gold coins, but we'll deal with the bank and the house and flat over here, right? So it was given among the three, Nita received the least amount in bank deposit, right? So this was the least, all right, and Gita received the highest. Gita received the highest over here, right? And we know that all of them total have received 70, 70, 70. This is excluding the gold, right? This is what in lakhs, correct? Now, if Geeta received the highest in bank deposits, so in other assets she should receive as low as possible to keep it 70 only. And since Nita received the lowest in the bank deposits, she should have as high as possible in the other assets, that is house and flat. She would have received the highest over here, right? So now what we'll do is we'll do try and error for Nita. Alright. So if Nita receives a 50 lakhs wala house, right? So she receives 50 lakhs. So how much is she left with? She's left with 20 now. Alright. She's left with 20 lakhs now. Correct? So now each flat costs you 30 lakhs. So she cannot get a flat, but she'll get 20 lakhs in her bank deposit, right? If she receives 50 lakhs wala house, right? This is the case. But consider one person cannot get three flats altogether because three flats will cost 90 lakhs. This is going beyond 70 lakhs, right? So at most a person can get two flats, that is 60 lakhs, right? So consider if a person gets 60 lakhs, so the bank deposits that he will get is 10 lakhs, right? So basically what they had told us in the sentence was Nita got the least amount of bank deposits, right? She got the least amount of bank deposits. So this is 10 lakhs is lesser than 20. So Nita would have received assets in the following manner, all right? She would have got two flats of 60 lakhs, right? So two flats of 60 lakhs and bank deposit of 10 lakhs, right? And no house, correct? So this is what Nita would have got according to the conditions given to us in the question, all right? Now, if Geeta gets the flat, then she will have lower bank deposits than what Sita has. But it has been clearly told to us that Geeta has the highest bank deposits, right? Geeta has the highest bank deposits. So, what would be the house that is of 50 lakhs will be allocated to Sita, right? This will be allocated to Sita. And now what will be allocated to Geeta? Geeta will get the 30 lakhs wala flat which is left, right? One flat which is left over here. So this becomes 50 lakhs, this becomes 30 lakhs. Now she cannot get a house because there was only one house. How much is left for Geeta? 40 lakhs. So she'll get this 40 lakhs over here in bank deposits. Hence it is 70. Alright. Now no more flats are left. So Sita will not get a flat. But what are the bank deposits left that she will get? She will get 20 lakhs of bank deposit. Alright. We have not yet solved for gold because we do not require it right now. We'll come to this later. But for now, we have distributed the assets of bank, house and flat according to the condition given, and it is satisfying all the conditions. Alright, let us see the questions one by one now. So let us have a look at the first question. Easy one. How much did Sita receive in the bank deposits in lakhs of rupees? So we already saw in the previous table, Sita received rupees 20 lakhs. Alright, so once you have solved the question, it is very easy to mark the questions. Alright, let's move on to the next question. how many flats did Nita receive? And this is a special theta question. So you'll be given a box and you'll have to enter the correct value. So again, from the table that we had solved, we can clearly see that Nita had received 2 flats, right? So just input 2 and that will be the correct answer. So let us have a look at this question now. So what they have done is they have changed the condition now. Initially they had told that in equal amount the assets will be distributed. Now they have given a different distribution. So let us read. The value of the assets distributed among Nita, Sita and Gita was in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3, while the gold coins were distributed among them in the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4. One child got all 3 flats, alright. So one child has got all 3 flats and she did not get the house. One child other than Geeta got rupees 30 lakhs in bank deposits, right? So easy way out, let's get the table in hand, right? So there is this Nita, Sita and Geeta, alright. And over here we'll have the bank deposits, alright. So I'm using the short form. This is the house and this is for flats, alright. And here this will be for the gold, correct? So I'll just draw lines so that you can make a difference, alright, between these. So the most important part while solving data interpretation set is representing the data very well, alright. If you can represent the data well, half of your job is done, half of your battle is won, alright. So basically what happens over here is how to solve this question. So assets are distributed in the ratio, this is 1 is to 2 is to 3, alright. And again we'll see the ratio in which gold was distributed. So gold was distributed in the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4, alright. So the easy way out to solve such question is using options, alright. So I'll start with option number B over here, alright. Let's see whether you can satisfy option number B, which is 90. How many gold coins did the old woman have? If she had 90 gold coins, we have to distribute it in the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4. So basically Nita would have got say 20 gold coins, alright. Sita would have got 30 gold coins and Geeta would have got 40 gold coins according to this distribution, alright. And initially around we knew that the amount of total assets was 210. So now 210 plus this gold coins cost you rupees 300 lakhs, alright. So this is 300 lakh is the total assets including gold, alright. Apart from gold it is 210 lakhs, correct? So including gold, this is distributed in the ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 3. That is, Nita will get total of 50 lakhs, alright. Sita will get a total of 100 lakhs and Geeta will get a total of 150 lakhs. This is total, alright, total distribution, correct? So now you find out that the assets are distributed, only the assets, alright. So this will be total minus gold in the ratio. Nita will get 30, Sita will get 70 and Geeta will get 150 minus 40, which is 110. Alright, this is the amount of only assets excluding gold, alright, excluding gold. Alright, so now with the help of this you can solve the question. Now it has been said that all the 3 flats went to one child. So the 3 flats can definitely go to only Geeta because she has the amount of assets over 100, right? So Geeta gets 3 flats of 90 lakhs, alright. So here you can cross out, alright. How much is left for Geeta? Geeta cannot get a house now because she has exhausted her amount and only 20 lakhs is left for completing the 110 and she gets 20 lakhs in bank deposits. So we are left with how much bank deposits? We are left with 50 lakhs of bank deposits. And it has been said that one child other than Geeta got rupees 30 lakhs in bank deposit. Also, you have to observe that Sita has got 70 lakhs in assets, right? And Nita has got 30 lakhs in assets. So Nita obviously cannot get the house. So the house will go to Sita, which is of 50 lakhs, right? So you can cross it out over here. How much is left for Sita? 20 lakhs is left for Sita, right? So even Sita gets 20 lakhs of bank deposit. So definitely Nita gets 30 lakhs Already it has been told that other person apart from Geeta got 30 lakhs. So you can see 30 plus the overall assets for Nita is 30 itself. Alright, so no need to change. So you have got the complete table over here. Alright, this table will be helpful for solving the next question also. So in short, this satisfies all your equations that have been given over here, and hence 90 is your correct answer. You can cross verify this. So this question is again the same conditions. Alright, and what have they asked you over here? How much did Sita get in bank deposits? So basically from the previous table we know that Sita got rupees 20 lakhs in bank deposits, right? So basically in the given box you will have to just input 20 because they have given in lakhs of rupees. So just input 20 in the theta box. That will be your answer. So that's all in this DI class. I hope you have enjoyed it and understood the DI set that we have taken. Please visit us at gkmojo.com. Thank you.